So for example, that could be something such as the example close. Hi guys, my name's Deepak Shukla, founder at Pearl Lemon Sales. We're a sales training and development agency based in the UK as well as the USA and serving clients worldwide. And here today in day number 75 of 119 days of cold calling training, we're here to talk about the example close. But before we get into it, feel free to click the link below to get access to 17 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. So fundamentally, with the example close, I will always tell any sales team that we train that when you are doing your elevator or when you're giving a pitch, always provide an example of what you're talking about, because humans are not abstract thinkers, okay? We're very visual, and you want to be able to paint a picture in their mind of exactly what it is that you're talking about, especially if you're selling something complex or technical. You need to give an example of the business outcome it will have or how it would impact something in an office day to day. So, for example, I'll go through a couple of examples. We've done a cold calling project for a facilities maintenance business, and it might be something along the lines of, "Oh, so, hey Frank, I'm calling from a company called X. We are specialized in facilities maintenance. So, for example, if you ever have challenges where the lights start playing up in the office building, the toilet is blocked in the company toilets, you've got, for example, even the tea bags have run out in the kitchen, then we be able to basically fix the lights, unblock the toilet, and provide tea bags for the kitchen. So we're a bit of an all-in-one facilities maintenance company. So guys, do you see what I've done there with that example that with that example of an example, a little bit meta for you, but I'm providing ultimately visualizations of what the service in practice might look like. And those examples make it a lot more powerful for your prospect to envision themselves using ultimately your product. And that's what we're trying to communicate here, right? We want to have them visualize exactly how it might look using your product or your service or otherwise, and that's the end game here with the example close. So whenever you're pitching, whenever you're giving a presentation on a cold call, make sure you're giving an example, and there's always room to give an example, and you should always give an example. And I try it where I can within the space of a call. You'll notice on that example, and let's switch to another example now. So let's switch to selling SEO services, right? There's an SEO side of our business. So hey, it's Deepak here. I'm calling from Pearl 11. We specialize in search engine optimization, so SEO. So for example, if and let's imagine now that I'm calling a solicitors, a law firm based in Nottingham. So I could say something along the lines of, so if you've ever, so Richard, we specialize in search engine optimization. We work specifically with law firms. So if, for example, ranking for law firm Nottingham or civil dispute law firm Nottingham, or for example, local law firm Nottingham, something to that extent. These are the kinds of things that we do, so that when someone ran a search for example, I see that you also do family law firm Nottingham, that you would basically come up at the top of Google. Does that sound like something that your company might benefit from? So there you go, guys, with the second example I've just provided. 3 examples always. I gave 3 different keywords, and in that way, I cover my bases, because it may be the case that they have no interest in ranking for family law because it's nightmare work, it doesn't make them any money. So with the 3 examples, you're always able to cover your bases effectively, because as I was saying, family law might be a terrible service for the company. They want nothing to do with it, and therefore it doesn't light the light bulb inside their head. However, local law firm Nottingham might just be the one. So in every instance, you want to give 3 examples, the power of 3. Humans can easily remember. This is anecdotal. There's probably statistics to back it up, but we tend to remember things that come in threes, right? Just think of how books are: the beginning, the middle, and the end. So if you give the 3 examples when you're giving your elevator, all you need is one of those examples to resonate with your prospect, and that's going to massively increase the chances of you getting a favorable response. So I see it come up where you get a pitch put together, but there's not enough examples in the pitch. And when, for example, the client has even like a complex product range, let's say, for example, now we're selling digital transformation consulting, so digital transformation, okay? So that's taking a company from something that's, for example, a current system that you've got that's in some way manual, and looking at how we can apply digital to that manual process to make it more optimized. So as you can see, even in that example, or even in that explanation, because it's not an example, it's abstract. It doesn't really hit home. You're like, well, you know what? I think we're fine as we are. So you need to identify within that niche what are classic problems or what are classic pains that potentially your prospect isn't even aware that they have, that your company provides solutions for. And then if you can get a couple of different examples, you're going to be much safer going into the cold call, and it's going to massively increase your ability to be effective over the phone, especially when, for example, you're struggling with the semantics of the technical elements of the pitch, or you just feel that it's not quite hitting home like the business use case. And that's what you're trying to demonstrate here. It's that whole thing. You're not selling the drill, you're selling the whole. People care about the whole when they're putting up, for example, a painting or a family photograph on the wall. They don't care about the drill, the Black & Decker drill, this drill where that features a 9mm drill bit made of titanium with a copper graphite ending or whatever it might be. It's like, look, without drill, you'll be definitely able to, within 10 minutes, get a family photo up of, you guys when you went away at the beach one weekend. You'll be able to put a map of the world on the wall for when you plan your next trip away. You'll also be able to put up maybe your favorite quote that, gets you going in the morning. So do you see there, guys? Again, you're demonstrating through visualization the prospect using your product through examples of how it might be used or problems that might be solved. Because in that instance where we're selling the drill, the prospect might be thinking, oh, you know what? I've been wanting to put up a photo or a map of the world for a little while now to plan our next trips. And if I can do it with your drill, then bloody brilliant. So always give examples when you're pitching, because it's always going to make your ultimately aim or objective come quicker with the use of examples. Thanks, guys.
Remember, we've got 17 gated strategies just waiting for you. All you need to do is bing, subscribe, as well as click the link in the description below to get access to those 17. Get some.